Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this amazing, terrific Tuesday. And this is video 3. 3 of 3. You're looking absolutely amazing, I must add. Now, we talk about some dark stuff over here, don't we? We talk about murder, we talk about crime, we talk about all sorts of stuff that sometimes gets a bit dark. So over the next few days, I'm going to be doing an additional video at the end of the day, sort of before bedtime, that will be a little bit more lighter, to kind of get us out of the darkness and bring us back into the light. Mind you, having read some of these posts, that might not work so well. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the AITA posts on both Twitter, or X now, and Reddit. AITA, am I the arsehole? If you've heard of them, you'll know exactly where we're going with this. If you haven't, strap yourselves in, because some of these are crazy. But let's have a look, shall we? Have a look together as we find out, or make a decision on whether this person is indeed the arsehole or not. Some of these are crazy, I tell you. Absolutely crazy. So, this one here. Am I the arsehole for asking my flatmate to stop washing poop off in the shower instead of wiping? Are you fucking kidding? Are you joking? Well, we started the ground running, didn't we? Let me know down below what you do. I, 30s male, have a Belgian border 20s male who's moving out in 4 weeks. For the past year and 3 months, I've taken care of all the cleaning, especially the bathroom, and brought nearly all the shared products, including toilet paper. He's never cleaned the bathroom once. He's tidied it twice. I gave up because he becomes very defensive being asked to clean, and I wish to avoid conflict. Last week, I noticed the toilet roll had ended. Since I'd stopped buying it, as I'd switched to wipes and just keep them on me. I asked him, what? I don't understand that bit. So what is it? You've got a wipe and you use it and just put it back in your pocket? It's like, yeah, I've wiped it. I'll keep that on me. Or do you rinse it under the tap? I don't know, because that seems a bit odd. The toilet roll's ended and you'd stop buying it because you just use a wipe now and you just keep them on you. Just keep what? I'm guessing they've got like multiple wipes and just keep the pack on. That's a bit weird, isn't it? That's weird. Let me know whether you do that. That's when he told me he hasn't been wiping. Instead, he just jumped straight into the shower that we share after taking a dump because he thinks it's cleaner. I became dizzy and nauseous and sick and honestly filled with rage. He even referred to something called a perfect, where apparently he doesn't need to wipe at all. He was blatantly jumping around the convo, trying his best to find a lie to justify why, but he knew I knew, so it was strange to me. His response was trying to win the conversation rather than realizing what he was actually revealing he'd been doing for a week. I told him as calmly as I could I wasn't okay with this, because I don't want to be standing barefoot in the same shower where he has been rinsing literal shit from his hole. He got defensive, said I was overreacting, and claimed it's totally normal. He also dodged responsibility and tried to shift the blame onto me for not being aware that it's better to not wipe and just shower. First thing that comes into my mind is bidet. Obviously, you can have like a butt shower, isn't it? They literally spray water into your butthole, which it is probably better. It's probably better and cleaner. Here's where I might be the arsehole. I was blunt about how disgusting I find his habits. I raised my voice, but I was respectful. I told him I think it's disrespectful to treat a shared space like that. He felt judged and got defensive again to back the convo off. I get that everyone has different hygiene preferences, but he did this for 7 days. So am I the arsehole for telling him to stop using the shower like a bidet, which he also mentioned, and insisting he cleaned up before he leaves? What? Oh my word! Well, first of all, like I would argue that it is cleaner than using paper. Do you know what I mean? You could still get Klingons and stuff like that. So I do feel that rinsing the old back door is probably the best way. It is probably cleaner, and ultimately, if he's cleaned himself in a shower, if he's that. You could argue that he's more into his cleaning because he's thought, well, wiping just ain't doing the trick, mate. So I'm gonna wash my butt. And obviously the water's going down, so it's being washed away. Maybe he's cleaning all the bath out. Do you know what I mean? Maybe this person is just blowing this out of proportion, thinking that this person is not hygienic, when in reality, this poster is in fact the less hygienic one for leaving bum critters floating around his back passage because he's just a wiper. And he seemingly keeps wipes in his pocket, which we've got the argument as to whether they're reusable ones or whether he's just... What would you do? What would you do in this instance? What would you do? Would you be a shower bidet person, or are you just a wiper? Let me know down below. But is this person the arsehole? I think he is being a bit of an arsehole because this person, to me, is the cleaner of the two people, the more hygienic. As long as he's cleaning the bath and rinsing it all out afterwards. Let me know down below what you think. So we have a look at the next one. Let's see what else we've got. Am I the arsehole for expecting my wife to help with the tidying up? This should be interesting. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. We are both mid-30s, been together for 11 years and have 3 kids. The youngest being 11 weeks old and the others 4 and 6. We have a fairly big house and I'm the sole earner for the family. Our 2 eldest kids go to school 5 days a week and my wife looks after the 11-week-old. To preface, I'm not saying that I'm watching an 11-week-old is easy work. He gets upset often and likes to be held for comfort, which she is very good at providing. The problem is literally everything else gets left to me. She does do the washing, not ironing of clothes. I love it when people say they do the washing. Oh, I've been washing. What? That 30 seconds that it takes to put the washing into the machine. Obviously, if you're taking everything out and then you're folding it all up and then you're getting it, you're ironing it and then you're putting it away, then that entire process, if you call that washing and ironing the whole thing, then that's a job, isn't it? But if you're saying I'm washing clothes and that washing of clothes is literally chucking stuff in a machine, pressing a button and then 0121 do one, then that ain't our job, is it? And again, don't shoot me, I'm just saying the whole thing, big job, the washing, unless you're out in the fucking yard with a mangle like they did in the olden days, but pressing a button on a machine, that ain't hard work. Right, of clothes. But school drop-offs, pickups, all packed lunches, all cooking in general, 2 meals a day, all dishes, ironing and cleaning and tidying gets left to me. I wouldn't mind, but my wife has a habit of stacking random useless stuff in random useless places and just leaving it there. For example, leaving all recycling on the kitchen table, leaving clothes and toys on the table, leaving random bags and other things on the stairs and in the bedroom, etc. I leave it for a couple of days, but then it adds up and I end up cleaning everything and moving it all. Today I spent nearly 3 hours cleaning after work and harmlessly said I wouldn't mind if you made a bit more of an effort with the tidying. And then she started being defensive and saying I watch Nathan, our baby, all day. Which is true, but he is quite happily put in his chair for an hour. It's not like she gets no time at all any day of the week. Anyway, I feel like a dick now, but in the back of my head, I feel like it isn't unreasonable to ask for a little help. It can be quite overwhelming at times, and I'm tired. More context. He sleeps through the night, 8:45 to 6:30 a.m. I do all evening feeds. I get up and do the morning feed every day. My wife sleeps from around 11 p.m. till 9 a.m. Fucking hell! When I get up and set off to work. When baby was having night feeds, I did all those. I'm wondering if he's actually with my ex-missus. I'm wondering if he's with my ex-missus. I wonder if he brings her up. We'll find out. She has never tidied. I've always been able to keep on top of the housework, but it's getting more and more, and I have less and less time. I exclusively watch our other two kids, take them to all their playgroups, soft play, and days out, and I take Nathan if I can as well. My wife goes out twice a week, at least for drinks or to go shopping. I am not expecting much, only to put her rubbish and dirty nappies and etc. in the bin so they don't get pulled up and left for me when I get home. You fuck. You need new missus, mate. You need a new missus. I'd like to see if anybody can put in the comments and be on her side. Because if that's true, then she's mugging him off. She is mugging him off royally. She's even going out on a couple of times a week. She's found the right mug there. What are you whinging about, bitch? Get on. He's Cinderella. That's who he is. He's Cinderella. But he's not an arsehole. He's being mugged off. And the only thing about him being an arsehole is the fact that he's allowing her to mug him off royally. Let me know down below if you think anything different. If you want to see more of these Am I the Arsehole videos, and then I will do them. I want to trial them and see how they go. And then we'll do more. We'll do longer ones if we can. But for now, I'm out of here. I've got cleaning to do. Love you all. Mwah.